Hi there, and welcome to my new amazing Cultivation Simulator series. I'm Icon, and I'm new to this game. This series is my first attempt in reaching a, I don't want to say playthrough because I'm pretty sure I'll die on the way, but that doesn't really matter. So I whipped up the game on all default settings. I picked the Sect law, which is basically your core concept for your magic sect. Which is also recommended for beginners, and yeah, it's a complete vanilla beginner's run. And if you're completely new to this game, this is how to put it? It's like RimWorld only set in a fantasy Chinese setting. So it's less about survival and more about the RPG aspect, where you try to become a immortal demigod through meditation, acquiring magic, artifact crafting, and whatnot. It features a huge world that we can discover here and interact with it. And yeah, it's great. We're going to discover it together, and let's go. So my starting crew here is this man here called Lin Feiyang. Look at this beautiful guy here. He is, wait a sec. Is he actually the person that's the founder? Yeah. Oh, he's together with two women. I didn't roll that on purpose. So he's an agreeable person, and he's going to be the boss of this sect. So we start with nothing. As the pre-story goes, if you're new to this too, we fled from a from a sect that got devastated by another sect. So wars between those spiritual sects seem to be a normal thing in this world. And we are the survivors and want to rebuild this. As far as the background of this game goes, it's I have no clue about the Chinese fantasy setting here, but it's pretty cool. So when we begin, there's really only a bonfire to build. So we fled from there, and we're rebuilding our world, and let's do this. So first things we do is we build a bonfire, and we get a visit from another cultivator. Cultivators in this game are, well, I think in the Western language we would call them mystics, sages, mages, or whatever, but here they're called cultivators. So there's a lot of things which are a little bit weird in this game to me, but I guess that's only because I'm totally foreign to this culture. So this guy here was a friend of our old place, and he decides to hang here and chill with us until we're able to fend off ourselves. I think he said he stays for 50 days or such. The first thing we did was building a bonfire. This unlocked a lot of other buildings, and here we begin to be able to do things. So the user interface is quite relatable to RimWorld, especially when I saw things like this here, the mood menu, with different moodlets influencing the mood, and a health menu, and such things. It kind of like remembers me a lot, but there people who are saying this game would be a RimWorld clone. I totally disagree. I only spent like 5 hours or such before I started this series. We're gonna do dried meat forever. This bill here, or this order, will make us refine that stuff. Whenever I read that this game was like a RimWorld clone, no. And this is like RimWorld but with less survival and more RPG, and after a few episodes here, we'll see that how completely different this game is, even though it has similar things. Like here, look at that storage stockpile. Doesn't that look familiar to us? And also, I'm gonna drop down some fields to plant some crops. I don't know if we really will need it right now, but I feel like it's springtime, and let's rather get started right away. I think I'm gonna disable that construction grid again. That's no standard setting, but, well, I feel like it's more distracting than useful. Here we go. That's better, eh? So I want another field. What's also pretty new to me as a RimWorld veteran is that there's actually unknown territory here. We have to explore this place. So I'm growing some wheat. That's a main source of food. I'm gonna believe you guys that. And I'm gonna plant down, well, what else? Herbs to be made into medicine. Yeah, I'd say that sounds like a good idea. Let's do some herbs. Bang. Alright, so let's unpause again. And now we're here and completely new. What do I own? I got some food, I got some medicine, I got all kinds of medicine, but that's because I took the background perk that my guy is a proficient medicine crafter. And here goes my timber. Timber is what we are going to need to build our stuff. And first up, I'm going to build a material workplace and a workplace. Mouse overing here shows you what these places can output, and the material workplace is for the timber, and the regular workplace is where we do our basic tools. Without basic tools, your people will start punching those trees. While it's looking quite ridiculous, it's surprisingly ineffective. So let's check out the work schedule. Also looks kind of like when Feyang needs a farm tool. Yeah, we're working on it. This work schedule thing looks pretty familiar too, but I do like the priority option here. Here I kind of say that somebody has to prioritize a job over everything else. I like that concept. So also we have passions here. Double star is obsessed by something. 1 star is passionate. That does look familiar too, don't you agree? But I don't mind. Like this game is in so many ways so confusing that I actually was very, very happy about a few familiar things. And about the scope of this game, this game's massive, brutally massive. I checked out the Steam Workshop, and the Steam Workshop right now features 5,000 more mods, in Chinese of course, than RimWorld. That was kind of baffling to me. But that means we're going to have some good fun here. So we found some marble in that box that I told them to search, which is quite good. That's some stone to begin with. So we now have some tools, and now they're chopping those trees. There we go. I really like the graphics style of this game. So I also chose for the boss here a magic sword. He starts out with a pretty strong sword called Shadecaller. Wonderful. So, since I now start to chop wood, I should also start to process that into timber. I miss the builds system from RimWorld a bit, but well. So now we're refining that stuff into timber. Sadly, I can't tell the game to manufacture a certain amount or keep a certain amount stockpiled. Like, really miss that that function, but well, can't have everything. Alright, so our friend here is already planting down the herbs, and he now picked up a tool, and now we can see how much quicker he's working now. There we go. So we're out of wood, or are we? Okay. So now that's once that's been dealt with, I want to build up some structures. But first, I'd say we explore some of that area that works here with those orders down here. That's something I do like compared to RimWorld, that I have these basic orders always visible and available. That's really cool. So here's some source of stone. There's another box. There's some dead guy. Search that. And I really like how this game looks. The visuals of this game are so wonderful. So we did find some gray stone. Awesome. Alright, now that and we found a goldwood bow. Nice. Bows are hunting weapons. So first thing I want to do is put up some sleeping rooms for our sect members. Oh, look, there's another body. Oh, and of course we need training spots for our fellas, because martial arts are really a thing here in this game, and I mean a massive thing. I love it. I have a big love for this over-the-top martial arts genre that the Chinese culture features. I always loved that. And well, this game does it all. People riding on swords in the air, and you know, all that stuff. I know it's a bit cheesy and such, but I do like cheesy things from time to time. Alright, so just some basic structures, and let's see. So the game here tells me that I'm gonna need 71 lumber to work with that. Really like how I get a readout here about the necessary materials, or here, minus 13 displayed, meaning that I have 13 orders assigned to that. Right now everybody here's sleeping on the floor, not too cool. For them, I mean. So everything here in the world is pretty much interactable. There's these amber fruits that has a special spiritual effect, preventing you from feeling hungry or exhausted for half a day, but expiring quickly. Okay, now they're training. The early morning hours are automatically defined for training. When they're training, they gain these foundation points, and once these foundation points are hitting the 25k mark, they're gonna be reaching a new rank of discipleship, and then they're gonna earn new magic skills like that. All right, but there's one thing we really need to bring up, and that's a well, because without a well, we're gonna die from thirst. There we go. Gonna put that next to the farming area. Sounds like a decent thing to do. And let's chop some more trees. Also, I'm gonna need a handcraft station. At the handcraft station, we're gonna produce things we need to make floorings and roofs. Alright. As confusing as everything looks to begin with, we need a tool for chopping. I thought I produced a tool for chopping. Okay, let's do this. As confusing everything looks to begin with, but I really start to get a feel for this game, and well, there are a lot of confusing things, though. You have to respect the feng shui, for example, which is for me as a Western person completely mind-numbing, and yeah, well. Luckily, there's other guides telling me what to do, and I'm gonna do guides for that. So this game already seems to have quite a history in China, but I don't know since when it's being developed. I'd really like to know. So, why is Lin idling here? Okay. Nobody knows. So at the handcraft station, I'm gonna produce wood offcuts. These are, well, leftover building materials mixed with wood offcuts. That's what we need to put roofs over these things. And also, I want to chop all the trees here. They're in my way. There we go. And that's that. So this will bring me also a really substantial amount of timber. So, speaking about which, I need to put up the timber station here too. Let's put up the priority. Can't do that here. Because the timber station is way more efficient than the workplace. Speaking about which, who's my main constructors? Okay. I want to have Lin on that topic too. I have no passionate constructor. So now at the timber station, I do the same things as like at the workplace, but here I receive so compare it. I receive 5 units of timber per wood, and instead of only 3. So that's way better. So we're gonna demolish this one here. Bang. And let's fast forward through the night. A new home. So since we seem to grow accustomed to this place now, I've unlocked now new building things, making the game effectively even more complicated. I like that. So let's put up a roof over these rooms, and let's give them some nice flooring. Here we go. So that's gonna take a few days or such, but that's okay. So, am I out of timber again, hey? So tomorrow they'll do that. Right now they're busy training. Okay. Ordering them to draw some water. Just want to make sure that nobody starts to die from thirst or such. And yeah. I brought up these rooms a little bit more spacious because I want to be able to use these rooms for a longer period of time. So, unfortunately, there's been a lot of trees in my way, and therefore it took us quite some time to remove all of them. So I think one of my this person here, I've got such trouble with pronouncing those guys. Like it's really difficult for me. So, but I assigned her to prefer crafting work above everything else. So I have somebody who's always doing these crafting jobs I've issued as quick as possible because we're constantly out of lumber, and that is not really necessary. Timber, it's called, sorry. Alright. One more day sleeping on the ground, but tomorrow we're gonna get there. There we go. So, next step, we're gonna build up a workshop and a kitchen. So, things that I didn't know and I didn't understand at first. Feng Shui also pays attention to in which direction doors are being opened. And here those hints are telling you that bedrooms should have their door on the southern direction, while dining rooms should have the door on the western side. Northern side for entertainment rooms. Okay. So, yeah, that's that kind of stuff here. I really think that's... I really find that quite funny, but somehow pretty cool too. Alright. Wood in overabundance. Much more wood than we are able to process here. Okay, so I can't wait for all the mods getting translated here because it's gonna be a blast. The base game, though, features already a ton of content, so I'm not too worried about running out of content here anytime too soon. Like I've showed you the basic principle of my sect, and oh, I need to explore that before I can build a wall. Well, let's put it up here. So these laws are basically all. Every one of those is a way of achieving immortality. So that's what I show you here is all one type of playthrough, and that's just a base game. Wood wall is under attack. What up here? There's a tiger attacking my my wood wall. Let's hunt it. So let's see what happens when we issue a hunt on the tiger. I hope nobody will die. So. My fellas go smacking that beastie. But also, now the mysterious cultivator is helping us immediately. I think this would have been more of a problem without this guy, though. So, she was wounded for a moment, but not anymore. Okay. I don't mind. So, let's see. Again, no materials. But I'm already building, I'm already crafting more and more timber. That's good. So, I thought I told her to prefer crafting above everything else. Oh, turns out that's not crafting, hey? Logger, no. Peon. No. Wonder Or is that crafting? Cutting stone, handcrafting, carrying... I would have assumed that the timber production here is... Well, let's move that somewhere else and see what happens then. Maybe the close vicinity to the wall made it bug for some reason. I'm still pretty new to this game, so there's regularly gonna be a lot of moments where I gotta ask myself if I'm doing it wrong or such. But yeah, we're gonna get there. After all, the base mechanics of this game are quite easily understandable if you're used to RimWorld, you know. So I've set up a lot of different work orders, and they do carry out a lot of those too. Just wonder why we're not producing any more timber at this point. But, well, I have a history of assigning too many jobs at once in this kind of game. It's my special superpower, you know. So at the handcraft station, you can also create different items here. Handkerchiefs, vessels, umbrellas, dice. Nice things that are all representing some social impact, and they all got their own influence. We're gonna see through all that, but this episode, my main interest lies in getting forward with building my home. I really wonder what's happening here. I mean, at some point they will create timber again, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. But why didn't I get... Well, I really thought that this configuration I did there must have done the job, but whatever. Let's not ponder about that. Instead, let's roof that. Or did I already roof that? Unsuitable site. Yeah, I already put up roofs for that. Okay. Oh, I think... So, well, once these trees are all gone, I think we're gonna be able to see this better. There we go. So, the amount of wood I'm gonna have available here will be gorgeous. So, let's create some more timber. I also found some spirit wood now. So spirit wood is, let's check that out. Wood that has been suffused with chi. It is a very firm material and highly resistant to fire. This game will bring me to the point where I'm gonna check out how Chinese pronunciation works. I'm very curious about that, you know, and I love languages in general. So let's send them to pull some water. I won't be needing that workplace either anymore. And these crafting stations will move into the workshop here too soon. So yeah, we're still heavily out of timber, but tell me something new, you know. Alright, so foundation points are accumulating at this point. Great. There's a lot of trees here in front of that room too, man. And there's a bull standing there. Could hunt that. Let's do this. Status and health. So let's check out what happens there. So my boss packed his sword and went in there. So, Breath of Erosion. Source. Mysterious Cultivators. Eastern Slaughter Basket. Yeah. Inner damage can only be healed by... Okay. This guy deals a ton of damage. I don't want to fight with him at this point. Bone Pain. Shattered Soul. Damaged Meridians. Okay. Yeah, so, there are so many things about the Eastern culture I've only heard of. At best. And, yeah. I love Chinese food, okay? But, I really enjoy this opportunity to check out a completely new fantasy culture. Because this is also a great way of finding some new things to play with. But, why is nobody now crafting that wood? So, can't they craft there because there's some stuff before that? I can't imagine. Still gonna cut down that dandelion now. I mean, 2 people are cleaning here, so let's check out the work schedule. Everybody is supposed to be crafting, but I'm gonna put up everybody to logging now because I have the slight feeling, yeah, exactly. Cutting timber is logging and not crafting. But it didn't show up here, sadly, or chopping firewood, but not necessarily what we're putting up here. But whatever. So one bed for the boss. And why are you hurt? Cold. Oh my. But she didn't die from that. I'm relieved. Okay, so now that we've found out what the problem here was, let's proceed. I'll also need a workplace for stone. Oh well, let's build that already. Let's build that in this room already. Alrighty. This game looks a lot like these terrible browser games, free-to-play browser games that I've tried to play in the past. You know, these free-to-play things that just want your money, just without wanting all your money. The menu buttons here ring a bell here. They look so strangely familiar, you know. Anyways, so now that I've found out what the problem was, the whole building process is sped up crazily. So turns out, I think we already could have been finished with all these rooms if I knew how. But whatever, that's just fine. Fur cloth. I don't know how many, I issued 300 wood offcuts, but where are they stored? Let's see, let's hold down the Alt button. Doesn't look like we have any anymore. Well, let's create a few more. So there's another chicken, let's hunt that. Alright. Do is hurt, but not anymore. That's a long time ago. Alrighty friends, I'm gonna ring in the end of today's episode here. This is the first one to begin with. And yeah. We're gonna continue next episode building up a kitchen and beautifying these rooms here up, and then let's see what happens afterwards. I have little to no clue what I'm up to, and I love it. So I hope you enjoyed the ride too. Leave a comment down below, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'd be deeply appreciating your support, and some nice words and some chat would be also really, really welcome. Also, if you want to check out my Discord channel in the link below, You'll find plenty of nice people there. Also my YouTube release schedule if you want to know when what's going to be released. There's the point. Anyways, have a nice day, and hopefully we're gonna see each other again. Bye bye.